Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I've got you hung up on top of the post drill, and I'm just doing a little bit of work down here in the basement and thought I'd give you a little message as to where we're at right now, because that's basically all I've been doing lately. Got a lot of projects going. I've got at least 100 of them laying here on the benches. And every day a new one shows up. Always something to do here at the workshop. The thing I don't have time for is worrying. And that's what I've been doing for the past month. Worrying about what I'm going to be doing. Worrying about if I'm doing the right thing. Worrying about if I'm putting myself and my family at risk. Well, decided a way to make sure that I don't put my family or myself at risk. And so I'm happy now. Over the next 3 or 4 months, I'm going to be watching to see what happens on YouTube. I may post a video between now and December 31st. If I do, good. If I don't, that's okay too. I've been doing this 12 years. Started in 2006. Now some of the early videos got deleted, so they're not showing up. I started monetizing in 2012. And it's gone steadily downhill since then. I feel that the minute money got involved in it, it became something I didn't want to be involved in. And for the longest time, I didn't want to be monetized. That's why I waited until 2012. Then I thought, you know what? It's kind of foolish to just let that money go sit someplace else, and YouTube was going to put the ads on my videos anyways. So that's what I did. I went ahead and monetized. And a lot of you guys didn't seem to notice, which is the whole idea of the thing. It's not supposed to be something where I'm every day coming on here and asking for money. If I was going to be doing this as a money-making proposition, I'd have stayed at work. I made a lot more money working as an engineer than I ever will down here in the basement. But I got to know a lot of you guys. And that was the best part of the whole thing. Actually, that was the only reason for doing it, was to share what I know and learn what you know. And together we worked out a lot of things that myself I wouldn't have got on my own, and probably I think a few of you guys learned something along the way too. So today, cleaning up the garage, cleaning up the workshop, trying to get organized chaos out of this mess. But I was going to show you a few things that I picked up at the retail store and, well, the Habitat for Humanity resale store. And also some things I got at the end, at the, not an antique shop, it's not a flea market, it is a estate sale. It takes a minute for the words to come. So, I'll start with these. The estate sale house had a deal where if you bought one tool, you got one tool free. So, they had these 2 clamps back in the tool room. One was marked $3, well, actually they were both marked $3. So I got both clamps for $3. Now this one's got some weld on it. Somebody has drug an arc welder across the pipe. And I need to sand that down a little bit. That's one of the tasks that I set for myself today. But it's a inexpensive, probably something from Harbor Freight or the dollar store, something like that. But you know, they work. They're not designed to be holding high-rise buildings together. They're just supposed to clamp something together. So they'll work just fine. I'd have paid probably $5 just for that length of pipe. Pretty good size clamp. Then last time I bought one of these, it was $8 for a set of 2. So I got my money's worth out of it. And hopefully they did too. I hope the estate sale made enough money to make it worthwhile. My understanding of estate sales, from the few that I've been involved in, most of the time it's a case of they come in, make an offer, and clean out an estate so that somebody else doesn't have to do it. I can totally understand that. If this was my dad's shop, I'd be going through it with a fine-tooth comb and finding everything in here and carefully storing it. That's what I did when Dad died. But not everybody feels like me. Some just don't want to deal with the grief and the thinking about the dearly departed. So, by all means, there's a reason for estate sale companies to come in and clean out a house. And probably it's me. I come in, I give them $3 for 2 clamps. They make a little money. I get some tools that I like. Everybody comes out okay. At the same time, they had a couple of DeWalt power drivers. Now this is an 18-volt drill motor, half-inch drill motor. And this is a 7.5 volt power driver. It's an upgraded version of this. Let's see, here it is. This is a power driver too. This is a Wen cordless screwdriver. This is a, I guess you could call it a cordless screwdriver. It does a few extra things. It's got a nice 90 degree, well, about a 45 degree bend in it, so that you can use like a pistol grip. Forward and reverse. Came with 2 batteries and a charger. And a couple of bits. The drill motor came with 2 18-volt batteries, and these are the XRPs. These are the good ones. At the same time, in the pile was one of these. Well, not really one of these, something similar to this. It was a DeWalt XRP reciprocating saw. Now this one I got from my son. Oh, long time ago. Back when I lived at the old house, it must have been about 2004, 2005. Kind of rough on the numbers there, guys. If I'm off on the date a little bit, I'm sorry. But the XRP that they had laying there is the big brother. It has an adjustable foot. It also has about twice the weight as this one, and a serious amount of power. RPM's a little higher than this one. Now, this is one that Ryan gave me. I have not stalled it. It does everything I ever ask it to do. I have a Milwaukee corded one that is a monster, and I think I've pulled it out twice in the last, well, ever since I got this thing, which would be 15 years. So that was a good deal, because I bought this and this for 20 bucks. And not this, but the XRP model of this was a little bit less than the drill motor. So I got all 3 of them for 20 bucks, plus batteries for each one. This came with 2 batteries. The saw came with a battery. This came with 2 batteries. And this is kind of an unusual one. This is a 14.4. It's a Type 1 14.4 volt DC. Same size chuck. 2 good batteries and a charger. This is the 14.4. It does 7.2 and 14.4. This one does 18 volt, but it has an extra thing on it. It's a model DW9116, 7.2 volt to 18 volt, 1 hour NiCad charger. It has a tune-up mode. It says use every 100 charges to optimize battery performance. No, it says use every 10th charge. Getting old, glasses getting worse, eyes getting worse, glasses stay the same. So every 10th charge, you hit that button and it goes through and tune up, does a tune up on the battery. Now why am I sticking that battery in there? This one was dead. It wouldn't charge at all. I put it on that tune-up charger. It charged. It's not anywhere near the XRP level of battery. It's just a standard 18 volt. This is a, let's see, DC 9099 18 volt battery pack, Type 1. So now all of a sudden I have all kinds of black and yellow tools. And I picked up 4 batteries for the different units, 18 volt batteries, and I was able to recover 2 batteries that hadn't worked for a long time. They wouldn't take a charge, simply because I got this charger. So if you run across the DW9116 7.2 to 18 volt 1 hour NiCad charger, I'd pick it up. If it's just the same as this one, it's well worth the time. So that's my last trip to the estate sale place. I went down to the restore today, didn't get anything, didn't bring anything home. So that was fun to do, but not much going on. If I have anything else to share with you before the 31st, I'll put up another video. I don't want to put one up on the 31st. That's kind of cheating to say, okay, I'm going to put it up for an hour. That's not going to happen, because we all go private. Everything goes off the air, no more searches, no more finding it, and obviously no more money. But money was never the purpose of the operation. I'll still be going around and looking at everybody else's channels because, you know, Scout Crafter, one of my favorites. Grampy's Workshop, I like his too. Like going over to Gator. And Mitch Peacock over in England, I have a great time going to his channel. There's, I don't know, I've got 200 or 300 channels that I'm subscribed to. And you'd think I'd be bombarded with videos, but most of them only put up one video a week. So it's kind of nice to see what's going on in the world. Wrangler Star's still doing everything he does, and it's nice to go see what he's up to. So you guys have a good year, and I hope things go well for you. If everything works out just right, then we'll be back on the air someday. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know, I read them all. Thanks for watching.